So, hi guys, welcome back to the Men's Big Bash League 2025-26. Today's match is between the Sydney Sixers and the Adelaide Strikers, and it will be happening at the Sydney Cricket Ground, SCG. The Adelaide Strikers have won the toss and elected to bowl first. We are in for a cracker of a contest today, no doubt about that. It's match number 4 of the Men's BBL 2025-26. So just minutes away from starting the game. So Sydney Sixers are leading in the head-to-head against the Adelaide Strikers in the last 10 matches. Sydney Sixers are leading 8-2 in the head-to-head against the Adelaide Strikers. So the players are entering now. Adelaide Strikers fielders are coming out. They won the toss, elected to bowl first. So out come the Sydney Sixers openers as well. Sydney Sixers have made 3 changes today. Lachlan Shaw, Todd Murphy and Charles Tobo are not playing. Instead of them, Jaffer Chauhan is playing. Jaffer Chauhan, Aidan Kerr and Jordan Silk are playing today for the Sydney Sixers. So Babar Azam and Daniel Hughes are opening the batting for the Sydney Sixers. And for the Adelaide Strikers, Luke Wood is going to be opening the bowling. So all in readiness now. Luke Wood has the new ball in his hand. First ball of the match coming up. Daniel Hughes. No, I'm not getting the streaming. What do I say? Hi guys, I don't know what is the problem. The live stream is not coming in the particular platform where the BBL match is supposed to come. There's some technical difficulties, it seems. So it looks like Sydney Sixers are 12 without loss in 2 overs. Babar Azam is batting on 9 runs from 8 balls, and Daniel Hughes is batting on 2 runs from 4 balls. Luke Wood is continuing into his second over and starts with a dot ball here. That's a good start to the over from Luke Wood. Coming over the wicket, 137.1 kilometers per hour, that delivery. A dot ball to Babar Azam. The Babar Azam finally scoring a boundary in BBL cricket. That's a good sign for not only for Sydney Sixers but also Pakistan fans watching there. As we see, I think Luke Wood has dismissed Babar Azam here. He's been caught out. I don't know, because I'm not able to watch the live video, so I'm only able to give some visual updates. Yo, I think we have got back the stream now. That's pulled in the air and taken at mid-wicket. Taken at mid-wicket by Matthew Short, and Babar Azam has holed out at short mid-wicket. Luke Wood strikes for Adelaide strikers, and the first wicket goes down here for the Sydney Sixers. Was looking to play that short arm pull, which he has been attempting for a while, but only managing to hit it straight to short mid-wicket. Matthew Short completes the catch, and Sydney Sixers rocked early once again. Luke Wood is the man who delivers the breakthrough. Babar Azam is out after scoring 9 runs from 10 balls, and Sydney Sixers are 12 for 1 after 2.2 overs. Josh Philippi is the new batter to the crease for the Sydney Sixers. So third ball of the over. Ooh, that's a fantastic Yorker. Philippi looking to drive it away. Right in the block hole from Luke Wood. And another dot ball. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. That's on the pads, and Philippi is on the way, flicks it away, and that finds the gap. That runs away for 4. The Josh Philippi off the mark with a boundary. A beautiful flick of his pads. So Josh Philippi gets off the mark with the boundary. 2 more deliveries left in this over. This time it's full, it's driven back to the bowler. Luke Wood got a hand on it. It's another dot ball. So last ball of the over coming up. That's full again, driven through the covers beautifully by Philippi. That'll run away for 4 as well. So a boundary to finish that over. 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Babar Azam. and Sydney Sixers are 20 for 1 after 3 overs. So Henry Thornton is the new bowler into the attack now for the Adelaide Strikers. A really good bowler. Daniel Hughes is on strike. This time it's on the pads. Daniel Hughes flicks it away towards mid-wicket. Another dot ball to start the over. This time cut away by Daniel Hughes, 1 bounce to deep point, and I'll pick up another single. Short and wide there from Thornton. This time driven in the air, over the fielder covers, and that'll run away for 4 as well. The Josh Philippi taking his own risks, driving it in the air there, just clearing that fielder covers, and he picks up his 3rd boundary already in just 5 balls. That's a wide down the leg side. It goes past the keeper as well, and into the boundary for 4. It's 4 wides from Henry Thornton. Gets back to worse this over. Straying down the leg side. Keeper also not able to stop it. 5 extra runs to the total for Sydney Sixers. This time it's back of the length, and Philippi defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Henry Thornton. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Short this time. Philippi goes for the pull, and I think he got hit on the elbow. I think another dot ball from Thornton. Maybe he got it on the gloves there, but no run nevertheless. Another dot ball from Henry Thornton. So last ball of the over coming up, and that's defended again on the back foot towards covers. Another dot ball to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over, and Sydney Sixers are 30 for 1 after 4 overs. So new bowler into the attack now for the Adelaide Strikers is Hassan Ali. Is making his BBL debut today. So many Pakistan players in this year's BBL, and Hassan Ali is also one of them now. Plenty of experience. Daniel Hughes is on strike. Hassan Ali coming over the wicket to Daniel Hughes. Short ball has pulled away. That's all the way. What a welcome to the crease. What a welcome to the crease for Hassan Ali. Too short from Hassan Ali, and Daniel Hughes deposits it over deep square leg for 6. Then Hassan Ali will feel some pressure here. This time it's back of the length, and Daniel Hughes defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball. A good comeback after conceding the 6. This time it's on the pads, flicked away by Daniel Hughes towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Josh Philippe is back on strike. This time is driven in the air by Philippe. Offside, finds the gap. And another boundary. So 6 followed by 4 in this over. 11 runs from this over. This time it's Josh Philippe. He's also playing aggressively today. Now 2 more deliveries left in this over. This time it's on the pads. Philippe goes for the flick shot. Gets it on the pads. And another dot ball from Hassan Ali. The last ball of the over. It's full this time, driven back to the bowler. And another dot ball to finish that over. So 11 runs came from that over. And Sydney Sixers are 41 for 1 after 5 overs. Well, again, looks like some technical difficulties there from the venue. Oh my goodness gracious me, I've lost the live stream again. I'll give you the updates. I'll continue to give you the updates. The live videos disappeared again. Maybe technical issues. Henry Thornton continuing into the attack, and 2 singles have been taken in this over. Daniel Hughes is back on strike now. And it's a wide from Henry Thornton. So he has to reload that one again. An extra delivery there. So 4 more deliveries left in this over. And he's got him. He's got the wicket here. Henry Thornton. Daniel Hughes has to go. And the second wicket goes down for Sydney Sixers. Henry Thornton getting the breakthrough. Daniel Hughes is out after scoring 11 runs from 11 balls. And Sydney Sixers are 44 for 2 after 5.3 overs. It seems Jason Sanka has taken the catch. Henry Thornton has provided the breakthrough. And we are back with the stream now. I don't know what is happening with streaming software. So Daniel Hughes is gone after scoring 11 runs from 11 balls, and Sydney Sixers are 44 for 2 after 5.3 overs. So Moises Henriques is the new batter to the crease. The captain of the Sydney Sixers has made his way out to the middle. And this time it's a full delivery, and Henriques drives it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Thornton. Two more deliveries left in this over. This time it's back of the length. Henriques flicks it towards square leg and picks up another quick single. That's good running between the wickets. So Henriques gets off the mark. Henriques gets off the mark with a single. Josh Philippi is back on strike. Last ball of the over coming up. And Philippi goes over the top, clears mid-off, and that'll run away for 4. That's a great way to finish the overs. Full and over pitch from Thornton. And Philippi backed himself to clear mid-off, and he did it beautifully. So 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Daniel Hughes. And Sydney Sixers are 49 for 2 after 6 overs, and the power play has been completed. So Jimmy Overton is continuing into his second over. Henriquez is on strike. Oh, swinging back in. Henriquez looking to flick it away. Gets it on the pads. Another dot ball to start the over from Overton. Oh, this time it's a fuller delivery on the pass. Henriquez looking to flick it away. It's gone off the pass to the keeper. I'll pick up one leg bias for sure. One leg bias it is. Philippi is back on strike. A 50 comes up for Sydney Sixers in just 6.2 overs with that single. This time again full on the pads. Philippi flicks it away and picks up another single. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Another leg by single in fact. Where maybe went off the pads of Josh Philippi there. That's short and down the leg side, wide down the leg side I think from Jimmy Overton. Yes, wide given by the umpire. So Jimmy Overton has to reload that one again. And looks like a fielder has hurt his finger, so he's getting some treatment. A keeper has hurt himself while trying to catch that. So the keeper has hurt himself, a delay in play here. Sydney Sixers 52 for 2 after 6.3 overs. So finally the keeper is back and ready. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Henriquez is on strike. This time it's a fuller delivery and Hendricks drives it away towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. And again the stream has got interrupted with 2 more deliveries left in this over. Really sorry viewers, I don't know, like the live stream is getting interrupted regularly today. As we see, I think Overton has bowled another dot ball. Philippi is on strike, 1 more delivery left in this over. And looks like Philippi has found the boundary to finish that over. A really good boundary there. So in fact, it's a couple of runs for Josh Philippi. The 6 runs came from that over, and Sydney Sixers are 55 for 2 after 7 overs. We are back with the stream. Henry Thornton is continuing into his 3rd over. Picked up the wicket of Daniel Hughes the previous over. Comes again. Hendricks comes down the wicket, goes for the big shot and misses it. The Sydney Sixers are 60 for 2 after 8 overs, and Lloyd Pope is the new bowler into the attack now. And that's a full delivery. Henricus drives it straight to covers. A dot ball to start the over. Finally, some spin introduced by the Adelaide strikers. This time a quicker ball. Henricus punches it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. That's short and that's pulled away by Philippi. Finds the gap beautifully. And a boundary here. Too short from Lloyd Pope. And Philippi latches onto it. Picks up his 6th boundary in this innings. This time Philippi comes down the wicket. It's an outside edge towards short third man. And another single. That's too short again. And Henricus pulls it away towards deep mid wicket for another single. So it has not got his length right at all. Bowling it too short. Has to bowl it a little bit more fuller. Last ball of the over coming up. It's a tossed up delivery. Philippi comes down the wicket. Hits it towards deep extra covers. Good fielding at deep extra covers. And another couple of runs for Josh Philippi to finish the over. The 9 runs came from that over. And Sydney Sixers are 69 for 2 after 9 overs. So Liam Scott is the new bowler into the attack now for the Adelaide strikers. Moises Henricus on strike. That's a full delivery on the pads. Henricus flicks it away towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Philippi lines himself up to play the big shot, but gets an inside edge onto the pads. And another dot ball from Liam Scott. This time Philippi gives himself room, flat bats it over covers, that's 1 bounce for 4, nearly went all the way for 6. It was short and wide alright, but Josh Philippi flat batted it, past the fielder at covers, and he picks up another boundary. So Philippi is still going strong here for the Sydney Sixers. This time it's full again. It's guided past those fielders. Perfectly found the gap and another boundary here for Philippi. pierce the gap to perfection between that point and the third man region. Back-to-back boundaries here for Philippi. This time, Philippi gives himself room, looks to go over the top of the offside, but not able to make connection. And another dot ball from Liam Scott. The last ball of the over coming up. Now he goes high in the air. It's gone very high and very far as well. How did that go over the rope? I think even the bowler doesn't know. But a 6 to finish the over. Josh Philippi moves into the 40s with that 6. An expensive over from Liam Scott. 15 runs came from that over. And Sydney Sixers are 84 for 2 after 10 overs at the halfway mark. And it will also be the time for the drinks break. Well, Hassan Ali is continuing into his second over. And Philippi picks up a bye single. Samoa Henriquez is back on strike. So Henricus is back on strike. Third ball of the over coming up. Ooh, it's on the stumps. And Henricus defends it and picks up another quick single there. So Philippi gets back on strike. 3 more deliveries left in this over. This time back of the length, flicked away by Philippi towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. 4 singles in this over, still 2 balls left. Oh, on the stumps, Hassan Ali slips in his follow through. That's flicked away by Henricus. The fielder takes forever to get to the ball, and that allows the batters to complete a couple of runs. That is very, very casual from the fielders out there. They should have gotten to the ball much earlier, try to stop the extra run, because every run is valuable in T20 cricket. There was no fielder out there at all. So Henricus had an invitation to pick up a couple of runs, and that is exactly what he has done. Another couple of runs for Henricus. The last ball of the over coming up. A shot this time. Henricus pulls it away leg side. It's in the gap. Oh, it beats deep mid wicket into the fence for 4 to finish the over. The good over for the Sydney Sixers. 10 runs came from that over. And Sydney Sixers are 94 for 2 after 11 overs. It also brings up the 50 partnership between Henricus and Josh Philippi. It's only the first boundary for Henricus in this innings. A 50 partnership of 50 from 33 balls between these two batters. So Lloyd Pope is back into the attack, into his second over. Philippi gives himself room, goes over the top, fielder there, takes the catch, shot long off. And a wicket goes down. The partnership has been broken by Lloyd Pope. It is nicely tossed up there. Philippi looking to go over the top, only managing to find the fielder at long off. And a much needed breakthrough for the Adelaide strikers, because this partnership was looking to take the game away from the Adelaide strikers. Philippi, nearing a half century, has holed out at long off. Lloyd Pope has this knack of picking up wickets. He bowled really well in the previous season as well. He is struck now also. Josh Philippi is out after scoring 46 runs from 28 balls. And Sydney Sixers are 94 for 3 after 11.1 overs. So Jordan Silk is the new batter to the crease for the Sydney Sixers. A really good batter, Jordan Silk. Plenty of experience for the Sydney Sixers. The second ball of the over coming up. Has bowled him! 2-2 for Lloyd Pope. Has gone right through Jordan Silk. And the fourth wicket goes down here for the Sydney Sixers. Jordan Silk comes, Jordan Silk goes. And Lloyd Pope is on a hat-trick now. He's looking to drive away from his body there, Jordan Silk. And has gone completely through the gate. So suddenly the strikers are back in this game now. A hat-trick ball will be coming up as well. A set batter Philippi gone, now Jordan Silk also departing without troubling the scorers, out for a first ball duck. And Sydney Sixers are 94 for 4 after 11.2 overs. So Jack Edwards is the new batter to the crease for the Sydney Sixers. Hat-trick ball coming up from Lloyd Pope. He's on a hat-trick. Here we go. Jack Edwards on strike. Quicker delivery. Edwards punches it down the ground to long on and gets off the mark with a single. Negotiates the hat-trick ball as well. So Moses Henriquez is back on strike. Quicker delivery. Henriquez goes for the cut shot. It's towards short third man. And picks up another single. Chris Green is in the commentary box, would you believe it? He's a player for the Sydney Thunder. It's another quicker ball. Jack Edwards punches it down the ground to long off and picks up another single. Now one more delivery left in this over. An excellent over here from Lloyd Pope. Was expensive in his first over, but has bowled a much better second over here. Last ball of the over coming up. That's cut away by Henriquez towards deep extra covers. Oh, that's good fielding at deep extra covers. And Henriquez will pick up another couple of runs to finish the over. So 5 runs came from that over, including 2 wickets. And Sydney Sixers are 99 for 4 after 12 overs. So Matthew Short is the new bowler into the attack now for the Adelaide Strikers. Jack Edwards is on strike. Gives himself room. He pulls it away leg side. One bounce to deep square leg. The fielder was settling himself there. And Jack Edwards picks up another single, and the 100 comes up for the Sydney Sixers. 100 comes up in just 12.1 overs at the loss of 4 wickets. Henriquez is back on strike. So Matthew Short coming around the wicket now. Henriquez comes down the wicket, hits it high in the air. He hasn't got the timing. Fielder takes the catch at long on. And 3 wickets in quick succession for Adelaide Strikers. What is happening here to the Sydney Sixers? Another set batter, Moises Henriquez, has thrown it away. He was looking for the big shot there. Didn't get the timing at all. And he hit it straight down the throat of the fielder at long on. Wickets are tumbling down here for the Sydney Sixers. They need to be careful. Jimmy Overton taking the catch at long on, and the Adelaide Strikers are on top at this stage, is what I would think. Even though still more than 7 overs to go. Matthew Short bringing himself on, picks up the wicket. He's an all-rounder, no doubt about that. Moises Henriquez is out after scoring 20 runs from 21 balls. And half the side back in the pavilion now. Sydney Sixers are 100 for 5 after 12.2 overs. So Joel Davies is the new batter to the crease for the Sydney Sixers. A Matthew shot coming around the wicket to Joel Davies. It's a quicker delivery. Davies punches it down the ground to long on and gets off the mark with a single. So once again it's up to Jack Edwards to take Sydney Sixers to a competitive score. He did it in the previous match against the Perth Scorchers. He has to do it again. The thing with the Sydney Sixers team is, are they too dependent on Jack Edwards? That will be the question now. That's a wide from Matthew shot, wide down the leg side. Has to reload that one again. Oh, he's hit it in the air again. Edwards just clears. The fielder covers. Oh, nearly another wicket there. Just clearing that fielder. Now Joel Davies is back on strike. He goes for the reverse this time. Joel Davies gets it past that fielder at third man. And that'll run away for 4. So the first boundary now for Joel Davies. A beautiful improvisation. He picks up the boundary. The last ball of the over. Goes for the reverse again. Appeal for LBW. The umpire says not out. Are they going to go upstairs here? Went for the reverse sweep again. Having a discussion. And Matthew Short is going for it. So we need to have a look at this one upstairs. At least for now, the streaming is coming regularly. Was going for the reverse sweep there, Joel Davies. It looked very close actually for me. Another wicket here will be disaster for Sydney Sixers, no doubt about that. Obviously Ben Dwarshuis can also bat after this. Too many wickets falling here for the Sydney Sixers. I don't think there will be pitching outside leg, in all honesty. Maybe the height might be a factor. A flat line as the ball passes the bat. Pitching outside off, impact in line. Wickets missing. So as I had said, the height is the factor in that delivery. So that is why the decision will remain not out. Joel Davies will survive. 8 runs came from that over. 8 runs came from that over, and Sydney Sixers are 107 for 5 after 13 overs. So Lloyd Pope is continuing into his third over. Picked up 2 wickets in the previous over. He's an outstanding bowler, no doubt about that. Jack Edwards is on strike. It's a quicker delivery and Jack Edwards defends it back to the bowler. Dot ball to start the over. This time it's full again, driven back past the bowler and that'll run away for 4. Straight down the ground from Jack Edwards. And he picks up his first boundary of the day. Beautifully hit straight down the ground. This time Edwards goes for the slog sweep and he's nailed it. He's nailed it all the way for 6. The 4 followed by a 6. Jack Edwards can be very dangerous. We saw in the previous match also against the Perth Scorchers. Single-handedly took the Sydney Sixers to a good total from a position where they were in trouble. And once again, it's Jack Edwards the man for the Sydney Sixers. Picks up his first 6 in this innings. This time it's another quicker delivery and Jack Edwards punches it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Lloyd Pope. Driven again in the air. It's towards deep extra covers. And Edwards picks up another single. So Joel Davies is back on strike. Last ball of the over coming up. Goes for the sweep. Appeal for LBW. Umpire says not out. And they'll have a discussion again. Was that pitching outside leg? They're not going for the review. So another dot ball to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over. And Sydney Sixers are 118 for 5 after 14 overs. Jimmy Overton now back into the attack, into his third over. Jack Edwards is on strike as I don't know what the delay in play is about. So here's Overton. That's guided away by Edwards. It's going rising towards deep point. Oh, that's fantastic fielding. Fantastic fielding at deep point. Couple of runs to start the over from Jack Edwards. A second ball of the over coming up. That's on the pads, flicked away again by Jack Edwards towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Joel Davies goes big. I don't know whether he's got enough timing on it. Fielder takes the catch. At deep mid wicket. No timing at all there from Joel Davies. Hassan Ali completing the catch. He's in the past, Hassan Ali has been guilty of dropping many important catches. I hope many people will be remembering that catch in 2021 T20 World Cup semi-final. But finally, Hassan Ali holds on to a catch at that position at deep mid-wicket. And Joel Davies has to go. Jimmy Overton provides the breakthrough for the Adelaide strikers. Joel Davies not able to make a big contribution, out for a run of ball 5. And Sydney Sixers are 121 for 6 after 14.3 overs. Ben Dwarshuis is the new batter to the crease for the Sydney Sixers. He can strike a cricket ball, we have seen it before. A bowling all-rounder for sure. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Edged, no, just short of third man. He got a hand on it. Dwarshuis will pick up another single. Dwarshuis gets off the mark with a single. And you would want Jack Edwards to have more of the strike now at this situation, because he is the aggressor. I really wonder why Sydney Sixers dropped someone like a Lachlan Shaw, who played really well in the previous match. He didn't do badly at all. I don't know why Sydney Sixers have dropped that kind of a batter. You are sacrificing a batter by doing that. If anyone remembers, Jack Edwards and Lachlan Shaw formed a partnership against the Perth Scorchers. They got them out of trouble. That's short and wide. It's punched away by Edwards towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. The last ball of the over. And Dwarshuis hits it in the air, lands safely towards deep point and picks up another single to finish the over. So 6 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Joel Davies, and Sydney Sixers are 124 for 6 after 15 overs. So Hassan Ali now back into the attack, into his third over. Ben Dwarshuis is on strike. And Dwarshuis hits it down the ground towards long off and picks up another single, looking for the second, can't get it. Just a single for Dwarshuis. And Jack Edwards is back on strike. Second ball of the over coming up. And that's back of the length again, punched away by Edwards towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. This time it's flicked away by Dwarshuis towards deep mid wicket. They're pushing for 2 here. That's good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Ben Dwarshuis. The 3 more deliveries left in this over. Lost the stream again. It's a dot ball from Hassan Ali. Good delivery there. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. So 4 runs have come from this over so far. Last ball of the over coming up. And Dwarshuis picks up another single to finish the over of the last ball of the over. So 5 runs came from that over, and Sydney Sixers are 129 for 6 after 16 overs. It was full and on the stumps. Dwarshuis flicking it away towards deep mid wicket for a single. Good over from Hassan Ali actually. Just 5 runs came from that over. So 4 more overs left in this innings. Streaming is back again. Hotstar also playing hide and seek. The power surge has been taken. 4 more overs left in this innings. Luke Wood is back into the attack now to bowl the 17th over. The Dwarshuis is on strike. Oh, he goes offside. It's in the air. And it's 1 bounce into the boundary for 4 towards deep extra covers. So boundary to start the over. Dwarshuis can do this. He can throw his bat around. And he picks up his first boundary in this innings. Oh, that's shot this time. It's pulled in the air. Hasn't got the timing. Fielder slips and then puts it down. He slipped as he was settling underneath it. If he had been a little stable, he would have taken the catch. He's put it down and Dwarshuis picks up another single. Very fortunate there. Never easy when you're running backwards like that as a fielder. But he slipped actually. He was not stable. That was the problem. So Jack Edwards is back on strike. Luke Wood will be coming around the wicket to Jack Edwards. In fact, Luke Wood is coming over the wicket to Jack Edwards. This time it's driven away towards covers. And Edwards picks up another single. That's a full delivery. Dwarshuis drives it down the ground to mid-off and picks up another single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. 7 runs from this over so far. That's a full delivery again. Edwards drives it down the ground to mid-off and picks up another single. Now 1 more delivery left in this over. Dwarshuis is back on strike. And Dwarshuis will pick up another single to finish that over. 9 runs came from that over, and Sydney Sixers are 138 for 6 after 17 overs. So Hassan Ali is continuing into his last over, and straight away Dwarshuis picks up a single to start the over, gives the strike to Jack Edwards. And this time Jack Edwards, he picks up a couple of runs with a low full toss on the leg stump, and beautifully flicked away by Edwards. Picks up another couple of runs. So 1 followed by a 2 in this over. And that's a beautiful delivery from Hassan Ali. Another dot ball. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. This time Edwards hits it away. Pick up another boundary here. Jack Edwards picks up his second boundary in this innings. Hassan Ali has bowled really well till now, but I think this particular ball, I think Edwards, he got the top edge and it's raced away to the boundary for 4. Important boundary for the Sydney Sixers. And Edwards picks up another boundary here. Back-to-back boundaries for Jack Edwards. The pressure on Hassan Ali at the moment. Jack Edwards moves to 32 from 19 balls, and Sydney Sixers are getting a good finish here. So one more delivery left in this over. The stream is back. So last ball of the over from Hassan Ali. Oh, Edwards gives himself room, looks to drive it away through the offside. It's gone through him, through to the keeper. So a dot ball to finish the over. And a good spell from Hassan Ali, not bad at all. None for 36 in his 4 overs. 11 runs came from that over. And Sydney Sixers are 149 for 6 after 18 overs. Well, again, lost the stream here. Let's check who is bowling the penultimate over. Luke Wood is bowling the penultimate over. A low full toss outside the off stump, and Dwarshu is looking to go for the big shot but not able to make connection. A dot ball to start the over. And this time it's in the air. Fielder coming underneath it. He'll take the catch. Jimmy Overton completes the catch. And Dwarshu has to go. He was riding his luck actually. Catch was put down in the previous over of Luke Wood. But this time around, Jimmy Overton doesn't make a mistake. And a very, very important wicket here for the Adelaide Strikers, because Dwarshu can be dangerous towards the end of the innings. A drop catch couple of overs earlier hasn't hurt the Adelaide Strikers, because they've got their man now. Dwarshu is actually crouched, cleared his front leg, was looking to hoik across the line, but unfortunately not able to get enough distance on it. Fielder Jimmy Overton completing the catch. So Ben Dwarshu is out after scoring a run of ball 14, and Sydney Sixers are 149 for 7 after 18.2 overs. So Hayden Kerr is the new batter to the crease, and straight away gets off the mark with the single. And with that single, the 150 comes up for the Sydney Sixers. 150 comes up in just 18.3 overs. The Sydney Sixers will feel the kind of position they were in. They should have gotten themselves to 170, 180 by now. Although still 9 balls left in this innings. And another one here, another wicket here for Luke Wood. And this time it's the biggest wicket of Jack Edwards, who's looking dangerous, looking to finish it towards the end of an innings. And Luke Wood strikes again, 2 wickets in the over for him. He's picked up 3 for. The 8th wicket goes down now for the Sydney Sixers. It's a worst possible time to lose a wicket for Sydney Sixers, because it's this stage of an innings where you want to get a good finish. Try and get yourself a good total to defend. But unfortunately, Jack Edwards has lost his wicket. A wide delivery outside the off stump. But Edwards not able to get hold of it. Hassan Ali taking the catch. So Jack Edwards is out after scoring 32 runs from 21 balls, and Sydney Sixers are 150 for 8 after 18.4 overs. So Mitchell Perry is the new batter to the crease. Tail enders at the crease now for Sydney Sixers. And that's another good delivery, another dot ball from Luke Wood. What an over this is turning out to be. Just 1 run from this over and 2 wickets in this over as well. And I think Adelaide strikers are in front now after this kind of an over. Last ball of the over coming up. And Mitchell Perry plays it away. Will get off the mark with a couple of runs to finish that over. An excellent over from Luke Wood. Just 3 runs came from that over, including 2 wickets. And Sydney Sixers are 152 for 8 after 19 overs. So who is going to bowl the last over? It looks like Jimmy Overton is going to be bowling the last over for the Adelaide strikers. And can they keep the Sixers under 160? Hayden Kerr is on strike. It's in the air. And it's gone. Another one goes. Hayden Kerr has also been dismissed. They're losing their way here. Only 1 more wicket in hand now. Overton strikes at the first ball of the last over. Is looking for the big shot there, Hayden Kerr. And not able to get the distance. 3 wickets have fallen in quick succession in the last couple of overs, and once again it's Hassan Ali who takes the catch. Jimmy Overton, he picks up his 2nd wicket of the day, and the 9th wicket goes down now for the Sydney Sixers. And that is exactly what you can expect from the tailenders actually. So Hayden Kerr is out after scoring 1 run from 2 balls, and Sydney Sixers are 152 for 9 after 19.1 overs. So Jafar Chauhan is the last batter to the crease for Sydney Sixers. Still 5 balls left in this innings. And I'm afraid the Sydney Sixers, they might finish with a below par score here. Because 2 tail-enders at the crease. And 150, 160 in modern day T20 cricket. I've told it a lot of times before. I'm telling it again. 150 and 160, the chasing teams back themselves any day of the week in modern day T20 cricket. 2nd ball of the over coming up, and Jafar Chauhan gets off the mark with a single. So Mitchell Perry is back on strike. 4 more deliveries left in this over. And that's another good delivery from Overton. Another dot ball. Mitchell Perry not able to get the runs there in that delivery. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Three more deliveries left in this innings. And this time Mitchell Perry plays it away. He'll pick up another single. I guess a strike back to Jafar Chauhan. Score now 154 for 9 after 19.4 overs. Still 2 more deliveries left in this innings. Jafar Chauhan is back on strike. And this time Jafar Chauhan finds the boundary here. 4 crucial runs for the Sydney Sixers. And they move to 158 now with that boundary. Jafar Chauhan, last batter to the crease. He is finding the boundaries. It is a very big bonus for the Sydney Sixers. The 6 runs have come from this over so far. Still 1 ball left. Beautifully hit straight down the ground by Jafar Chauhan. So last ball of the innings coming up. Can they get to 160? Last ball of the innings. Oh, goes for the drive. Misses it. They're sneaking in a bye. Oh, and the keeper misses the stumps as well. The keeper misses the stumps. The bowler misses the stumps. They sneak a bye to finish the innings. And it brings us to the end of the first innings here. 7 runs came from that last over, including the wicket of Aidan Kerr. And 7 runs came from that last over, including the wicket of Aidan Kerr. And the Sydney Sixers finished their 20 overs on 159 for 9. At the end of their 20 overs, they could have got a little bit more, but they kept on losing the wickets. They couldn't find the partnership, and in the end, eventually, could only muster 159 runs on the board. Josh Philippi scored 46 from 28 balls for them. And Jack Edwards towards the end scored 32 from 21 balls. But if you look at that middle order there, no one were able to get the runs. They just kept on losing wickets. Just imagine they were 94 for 2 at one stage. From 94 for 2 to 159 for 9. That itself tells the story about how much the Sydney Sixers have crumbled. I think Lloyd Pope bowled really well for the Adelaide Strikers. Lloyd Pope picked up 2 for 25 in his 3 overs. And Luke Wood, the pick of the bowlers actually, 3 for 26 in his 4 overs. Jimmy Overton with 2 for 22 in his 4 overs, another top class bowling figures. And Henry Thornton with 1 for 23 in his 3 overs. Has helped the Adelaide Strikers to restrict the Sydney Sixers to 159 for 9. So the Adelaide Strikers, to pick up their first win in this tournament, will need 160 runs to win from their full quota of 20 overs. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. Unfortunately, the stream has got interrupted again as live video is not available. Anyways, a good start here from Chris Lynn. 3 balls, 10 runs from Adelaide strikers. Chris Lynn and Matthew Short opening the batting. It's been a prolific opening pair for the Adelaide strikers. They have started well. Mitchell Perry opening the bowling for Sydney Sixers has not started well. A 5 wides of the second ball didn't help the Sixers. And then Chris Lynn also hitting a boundary there, belting it away through the offside. The 5th ball of the over coming up, and Matthew Short picks up another single. So Chris Lynn is back on strike. Adelaide strikers 12 without loss after 5 balls. Last ball of the over coming up. Chris Lynn is back on strike. And another dot ball to finish the over. So a dot ball from Mitchell Perry there to finish that over. 12 runs came from that over. And Adelaide strikers are 12 without loss after Adelaide strikers are 12 without loss after 1 over. So Moises Henriques is the new bowler into the attack now for the Sydney Sixers. And straight away Matthew Short plays it up, plays it well, clears the boundary. A 6 to start the over. What a welcome to the crease for the 38-year-old Moises Henriques. Straight away, first ball, Matthew Short depositing it into the crowd. First 6 of the innings for the Adelaide strikers, and the first 6 for Matthew Short as well. And this time he goes offside. In fact, it's Ben Dwarshuis who is bowling this over. It was given as Moises Henriques, so now they have changed it to Ben Dwarshuis into the attack, and a 6 and a 4 to start the over now from Matthew Short. Pressure back on Ben Dwarshuis. This time it's a wide from Dwarshuis. Has to reload that one again. So not a good start here from Dwarshuis. 6-4 and a wide. And this time it's another dot ball. A better delivery there from Dwarshuis, and a dot ball here. So 3 more deliveries left in this over, and make that another dot ball. Another good delivery here from Dwarshuis. They need a lot of good overs, Sydney Sixers, because it's a good start for the Adelaide strikers in this run chase. Two more deliveries left in this over. Matthew's shot is a big hitter of the ball. Fifth ball of the over coming up. And that's driven by Matthew's shot towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Chris Lynn is back on strike. Again, the streaming is interrupted. It's okay, I'm giving you updates. Last ball of the over coming up. Matthew's shot. The Chris Lynn is on strike. And that's another dot ball to finish the over. Good way to finish the over for Ben Dwarshuis. In fact, didn't he take the single the previous ball? I thought he did take the single. So 12 runs came from that over, and Adelaide Strikers are 24 without loss after 2 overs. Sorry, Adelaide Strikers are 23 without loss after 2 overs. I don't know who is the new bowler into the attack. Yeah, Jack Edwards. Jack Edwards is the new bowler into the attack. And Matthew Short picks up a single to start the over. In fact, a couple of runs. A single to start the over. Second ball, Chris Lynn picks up a couple of runs, keeps the strike. The score is now 27 without loss after 2.2 overs. So Chris Lynn is back on strike. It keeps the strike. The current run rate is 11.57. Required run rate 7.53. The 2 leg byes signaled by the umpire there. And this time Chris Lynn goes big. It's in the air and it's taken. The first wicket goes down for the Adelaide Strikers. Chris Lynn has to go. Jack Edwards provides the breakthrough for the Sydney Sixers. And a much needed breakthrough actually for the Sydney Sixers, because this opening partnership was looking good. There's no real pressure in this run chase as of now. The Sydney Sixers, the only way they can create the pressure is by picking up wickets. It's a good catch by that fielder there running backwards. And Chris Lynn has to go. Once again, it's that man, Jack Edwards. An all-round performance in the first 2 matches so far. Once again providing the breakthrough. Chris Lynn is out after scoring 5 runs from 7 balls. And Adelaide Strikers are 27 for 1 after 2.3 overs. So Jason Sangha is the new batter to the crease for the Adelaide Strikers. And this time it's a wide down the leg side from Jack Edwards. Wide given by the umpire. So Jack Edwards has to reload that one again. Full delivery this time. Jason Sangha looking to flick it away. Maybe a little bit of bat pad on it. Another dot ball here. Short and wide. Jason Sangha goes for the cut shot. Doesn't make connection. Another dot ball from Jack Edwards. So last ball of the over coming up. Comes down the wicket, goes for the big shot. It's high in the air. It clears the fielders, it clears third man, and that'll run away for 4. That's a nice way to finish the over. Jason Sangha gets off the mark with a boundary. 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Chris Lynn. And Adelaide strikers are 32 for 1 after 3 overs. So Hayden Kerr is the new bowler into the attack now for the Sydney Sixers. Good bowler, no doubt about that. Matthew Short is on strike. Hayden Kerr coming over the wicket to Matthew Short. That's back of the length. Matthew Short defends it, drives it back to the bowler. Again a dot ball to start the over. This time it's driven by Matthew Short towards covers, and he completes another quick single. That's put running between the wickets. Single completed. Jason Sangha is back on strike. A good talent identified even last year, Jason Sangha. I played for the Thunder last year. This year playing for the Adelaide Strikers. And Jason Sangha opened for the Thunder also last year. At this time he's coming in at number 3 for the Adelaide Strikers. Third ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's guided away to third man. A direct hit could have been close there. He'll pick up another single. Matthew Short is back on strike now. And Short hits it in the air, and the catch is taken at short fine leg. Hayden Kerr strikes for Sydney Sixers, and there's still life in this contest probably, because they've lost 2 in quick succession now. Adelaide Strikers. Matthew Short, I think, was looking to scoop it over the fielder at short fine leg, but all he's managed to do is find that fielder there, who jumps and takes the catch. And it's Hayden Kerr who strikes for the Sydney Sixers. So is Adelaide Strikers getting into trouble now? Matthew Short is out after scoring 15 runs from 11 balls, and Adelaide Strikers are 34 for 2 after 3.4 overs. So Liam Scott is the new batter to the crease for the Adelaide Strikers. Two more deliveries left in this over. That's back of the length. Liam Scott tries it towards covers. And another dot ball from Hayden Kerr. Last ball of the over. And Liam Scott tries it. Oh, good fielding at covers, but Liam Scott will get off the mark with a single to finish that over. So 3 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Matthew Short. Excellent over from Hayden Kerr, and Adelaide Strikers are 35 for 2 after 4 overs. So Jack Edwards now is back into the attack. Liam Scott is on strike. Jack Edwards continuing into his second over. It's short this time and Scott pulls it away for 4. It was 4 the moment it left the bat. Don't bowl short to him. And Liam Scott picks up his first boundary in this innings. This time it's on the pads again. Liam Scott flicks it away towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Jason Sangha is back on strike. Oh, that's a fuller delivery, and Jason Sangha defends it down the ground to mid-off. And another dot ball from Jack Edwards. It's short this time, pulled away again by Jason Sangha towards mid-wicket, short mid-wicket, and picks up another single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Liam Scott is back on strike. As back of the length again, Liam Scott defends it towards point. Picks up another single. The last ball of the over coming up. Jason Sangha on strike. That's defended back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish the over. So good comeback from Jack Edwards after conceding the boundary. Still 7 runs came from that over. And Adelaide strikers are 42 for 2 after 5 overs. So Mitch Perry now continuing. Mitch Perry back into the attack into his second over. And Liam Scott drives it down the ground to mid-off and picks up another single to start the over. Jason Sangha is back on strike. Comes down the wicket, looks to cut it away, has guided it towards deep point. And Sangha picks up another single. That's a wide down the leg side from Mitchell Perry. Wide given by the umpire. So he has to reload that one again. It's full this time. Liam Scott drives it down the ground to mid-off. And another dot ball. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. This time it's cut away by Liam Scott towards deep point and picks up another single. Jason Sangha goes for the scoop, gets it towards deep fine leg and picks up another couple of runs. That's good running between the wickets. Couple of runs for Jason Sangha. One more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over coming up. And that's cut away past the fielder at point towards the point. And Jason Sangha picks up another single to finish the over. So 7 runs came from that over, and the power play has been completed. Adelaide Strikers are 49 for 2 after 6 overs. So Ben Dwarshuis is back into the attack, and the Sydney Sixers need to keep on taking wickets. They cannot allow a partnership to build for the strikers. Jason Sangha is on strike. That's a slow ball, and Sangha flicks it away leg side. They'll pick up another single. A 50 comes up for the Adelaide Strikers with that single. 50 comes up in 6.1 overs at the loss of 2 wickets. It's a good start to this run chase. Required run rate 7.95. It's very much gettable these days in T20 cricket. Liam Scott is back on strike. Oh, outside the off stump, looking to cut it away. Appeal for a catch there, Josh Philippi, but the umpire says not out. And are they going to go for the review? They are not going. Oh dear, lost the stream again. So Liam Scott has picked up 1 leg byes. And now Jason Sangha is back on strike. And another dot ball here from Ben Dwarshuis. That's good bowling from Dwarshuis. Jason Sangha plays it out. Short of a length delivery outside the off stump from Ben Dwarshuis. And this time Jason Sangha will pick up another single here. 127.9 kilometers per hour delivery from Ben Dwarshuis. Jason Sangha picks up another single. Liam Scott is back on strike. The score now 52 for 2 after 6.5 overs for the Adelaide Strikers. The last ball of the over. It's in the air and it's gone way back into the crowd for 6 to finish the over. Not a great finish to that. It was a good over until that point from Ben Dwarshuis, but ends with a 6. 9 runs came from that over, and Adelaide Strikers are 58 for 2 after 7 overs. So there's a bowling change now. Jaffer Chauhan is the new bowler into the attack for the Sydney Sixers. A good leg spin bowler for the Sydney Sixers. Right arm leg spin bowler is Jaffer Chauhan. Jason Sangha is on strike. Chauhan coming over the wicket. And Sangha goes for the reverse sweep straight to short third man. Again a dot ball to start the over. A short and wide, cut away in the air, fielder there, takes the catch, and deep extra covers. And immediately Jafar Chauhan provides the breakthrough for Sydney Sixers. Not the best of deliveries. And Jason Sangha cutting it in the air. And a simple catch and deep extra covers. Third wicket goes down here for Adelaide Strikers. Just when we were thinking that this partnership was building, Jason Sangha unfortunately has holed out at deep extra covers, and the young right arm leg spinner from the Sydney Sixers has been playing from the last season. He strikes again for them. Jason Sangha is out after scoring 12 runs from 15 balls, and the Adelaide Strikers are 58 for 3 after 7.2 overs. So Alex Ross is the new batter to the crease for the Adelaide Strikers. A quick ball, Ross looking to flick it away uphill for LBW, but I think that will be sliding down leg. So a dot ball from Jafar Chauhan. This time Ross gives himself room, cuts it away towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Alex Ross gets off the mark with a single. So Liam Scott is back on strike. How about another wicket in this over? That's full again, driven straight to covers. And another dot ball. The last ball of the over. It's on the pads. Liam Scott looking to flick it away, but not able to get bat on it. Another dot ball to finish the over. What an over from Jafar Chauhan. Just one run came from that over, including the wicket of Jason Sangha. And Adelaide Strikers are 59 for 3 after 8 overs. So Aidan Kerr is back into the attack now. Alex Ross is on strike. Aidan Kerr into a second over. A shot this time pulled away by Ross towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to start the over. So Liam Scott is back on strike. Oh, he goes big, Liam Scott, and he's got it. He's got it all the way for 6 over deep mid wicket. Once again, bowling it in the slot. The Liam Scott is too strong. Clears the boundary, much needed 6 for the Adelaide Strikers. That will release some pressure. Now the equation is under 100. Beautifully picked up the length there. Liam Scott picks up his second 6 in this innings. This time it's guided away towards deep third man, and Liam Scott picks up another single. Alex Ross is back on strike. It's a full delivery this time. Ross drives it straight to covers. Straight to the fielder actually, so it's straight to the fielder, but he picks up the single. So Liam Scott is back on strike. 2 more deliveries left in this over. It's a slow ball. It's defended towards point. And another dot ball from Hayden Kerr. So last ball of the over coming up. Well, don't bowl there. It's a shot and it's gone flat. Over deep mid wicket for 6 to finish the over. So an expensive over from Hayden Kerr. 15 runs came from that over. And Adelaide strikers are 74 for 3 after 9 overs. So Jafar Chauhan is continuing into his second over. 11 overs, 86 needed. It's very much gettable for the Adelaide strikers from here. Alex Ross is on strike. Tossed up delivery. Ross giving himself room, getting an inside edge towards deep mid wicket, and picks up another single to start the over. This time it's driven again by Liam Scott towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Full toss. Ross gives himself room, hits it down the ground long off, and picks up another single. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Good over here from Jafar Chauhan. Liam Scott is back on strike. Gives himself room again, drives it away. Down the ground to long off for another single. 4 singles in this over. Still 2 balls left. Surely looking for the big shot now. Alex Ross is a big hitter of the ball. He played the Hong Kong Sixes, if you don't mind. He played the Hong Kong Super Sixes tournament this year. Gives himself room, drives it through the offside, finds the gap, finds the boundary. Just talking about Alex Ross's capability of finding boundaries. And there's one of them. Giving himself room, a low full toss from Jafar Chauhan, and Alex Ross picked the gap beautifully. The last ball of the over. And Liam Scott defends it to covers. He'll pick up another single to finish the over. So good over for the strikers again. 9 runs came from that over. And Adelaide strikers are 83 for 3 after 10 overs. And it's also the time for the drinks break. So 5 runs have come from this over. Another boundary there from Liam Scott. 2 more deliveries left in this over. The strikers in total control in this run chase now. This partnership now 30 runs from 20 balls. That's edged past the keeper and that'll run away for 4 as well. Will it? Oh, good fielding at deep third man. Really good fielding, will pick up another couple of runs. They'll have a look at the boundary though. They'll have a boundary check for that. But I think that's good fielding at deep third man. Diving forward. Still good commitment even though situation is not looking good for the Sydney Sixers. Liam Scott now batting on 36 from just 21 balls. And he's looking to take this home for the Adelaide Strikers. Last ball of the over coming up. That's full this time, driven down the ground to mid-off and picks up another single to finish the over. So a good over for the Strikers again. That's all they need. 8 runs came from that over, and Adelaide Strikers are 91 for 3 after 11 overs. So 9 overs left, 69 runs needed. Joel Davies is the new bowler into the attack for the Sydney Sixers. Oh, straight away goes for the sweep, doesn't make connection. Maybe got a little pad on it. A dot ball to start. The Sydney Sixers trying some different bowling options, trying to see whether their luck can change, and we lose the stream once again. The broadcasting is gone once again, as Liam Scott will pick up another single and gives the strike to Alex Ross. And the wicket goes down here. Alex Ross has lost his wicket. He's holed out, and Joel Davies, would you believe it, picks up the wicket for the Sydney Sixers. A big wicket, breaks the partnership, just keeps the Sydney Sixers alive in this contest somewhat, with the 4th wicket going down for the Adelaide Strikers. Alex Ross, I think, looking to find the boundary. He's a capable batter, all right, but I think he's gotten out at the wrong time here. It was slower through the air from Joel Davies, and Ross looking to make himself, looking to give himself room. He went down on his knee, looking to free his arms, and hit it down the ground, but only managed to find the fielder. Mitchell Perry taking the catch, and Joel Davies picking up the breakthrough. So Alex Ross is out after scoring 11 runs from 12 balls, and Adelaide Strikers are 92 for 4 after 11.3 overs. So Jimmy Overton is the new batter to the crease for the Adelaide Strikers. That's a good length outside the off stump, good length delivery outside the off stump, and Jimmy Overton gets off the mark with a single. So Liam Scott is back on strike. This time it's a length ball on the leg stump. Scott flicks it away towards deep backward square leg and picks up another single. Jimmy Overton is back on strike. One more delivery left in this over. And last ball of the over coming up. And another good length delivery. Overton goes on to the back foot and flicks it away straight to short mid wicket. Another dot ball to finish the over. So 3 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Alex Ross, and Adelaide Strikers are 94 for 4 after 12 overs. So Mitchell Perry is back into the attack now for the Sydney Sixers. Liam Scott is on strike. That's a full delivery, and Liam Scott drives it down the ground to mid-off and picks up another single to start the over. There's a little bit of pressure building here now on the strikers. 65 from 47. The gap is widening. Jimmy Overton can play some big shots. They still have Harry Nielsen, Luke Wood. Hassan Ali can also play the big shots. He has shown it before. Liam Scott is very important for them. The Sydney Sixers need to keep taking wickets. The only way they can try to win this. That's outside the off-stump, cut away by Jimmy Overton towards deep point. They're going to push for 2 here. And that's good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Jimmy Overton. Goes for a cut shot outside the off stump, doesn't make connection. Another dot ball from Mitchell Perry. There's some pressure shifting now towards the strikers. This match might go down to the wire. Required run rate of 8.40. And suddenly the last couple of overs have changed the complexion of this game. Joel Davies picking up that wicket. And now Overton not able to make connection outside the off stump. This time it's too wide outside the off stump, given as a wide by the umpire. So Mitchell Perry has to reload that one again. This time Overton moves across the stumps and drives it away towards deep extra covers for another single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Liam Scott is back on strike. Short and wide again. Scott cuts it away towards deep extra covers. Good fielding at deep extra covers. And Liam Scott picks up another single. 100 comes up for the Adelaide Strikers. With that single, 100 comes up in 12.5 overs. They need another 60 runs to win from the last 43 balls. And this game can still be anybody's game. Jimmy Overton trying to get going. That wicket of Alex Ross has again shifted the game somewhat, and Sixers can still try to believe that they can take control of this game. Last ball of the over coming up. That's a slow ball. Overton goes big, goes massive. Can't take control of the game like that though. Just as we were thinking, the game is swinging towards the Sixers. The Overton clears the boundary to finish the over. The 12 runs came from that over, and Adelaide Strikers are 106 for 4 after 13 overs. So the power surge has been taken. Ben Dwarshuis is back into the attack now for the Sydney Sixers. Liam Scott is on strike. That's Fullen on the pads, flicked away, pass fine leg, that'll run away for another boundary. So the last two deliveries is again shifting the momentum towards Adelaide strikers. A very poor delivery there from Ben Dwarshuis, full and angling onto the pads. Easy pickings for Liam Scott, who moves to 45 and nearing a half century now. This time it's pulled away again towards deep square leg. They're pushing for two here. And have they made it? Have they made it? Keeper is appealing. The umpires are going upstairs to the third umpire. This could be a huge moment in this game because it's Liam Scott, who is the man in question here. Was looking for the couple of runs there. Oh, race. Who has won the race? Is the bat in the air? I think he's made it. We just need to see whether the bat is grounded. I think it's grounded. So it will be not out. It will be another couple of runs for Liam Scott. The bat is grounded, so it will be not out. Yes, Liam Scott has done well there. Not out it will be. Yeah, so 48 more needed from 40 balls. Equation wise, completely gettable for the chasing team. Only need to keep the wickets in hand. That's a full delivery, driven again through the offside. Beats deep extra covers, does it? No, good fielding. Good fielding at deep extra covers. Liam Scott picks up another couple of runs, and what a half century this has been. A half century of the highest order. Oh, in fact, still one more run needed for Liam Scott. One more run needed. He's on 49 now. Fourth ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's too high. That's too high from Dwarshuis. Will be given as a wide. It is. So Dwarshuis has to reload that one again. It's also the first bouncer for the over. The three more deliveries left in this over. Oh, it's full. It's driven in the air. Clears mid off. It lands safely. They'll pick up a couple of runs, and it's officially a half century for Liam Scott now. 51 from 31 balls with 3 boundaries and 3 sixers at a strike rate of 164.52. Outstanding batting from Liam Scott under pressure because Adelaide strikers kept on losing wickets in those middle overs, but he kept on finding the boundaries. The strikers, they are still in a good position now thanks to Liam Scott. Still 2 more deliveries left in this over, and how are the sixers planning to do this? It's an outside edge and taken at point. Liam Scott also has to go. And another twist in this tail. They're losing wickets at regular intervals. Was the slow ball from Dwarshuis. Liam Scott slicing it into the hands of the fielder at point. And is there another twist in this tail? Was looking to drive there, only managing to slice it. Hayden Kerr taking the catch at point. Well, they say no match is over until the last ball is bowled. Sixers will still believe. Liam Scott is out after a magnificent half century, 51 from 32 balls. And Adelaide strikers are 117 for 5 after 13.5 overs. So Harry Nielsen is the new batter to the crease. 43 needed from 37 now for the strikers. So last ball of the over coming up. Harry Nielsen on strike. That's guided away towards short third man. Another dot ball to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over, and Adelaide strikers are 117 for 5 after 14 overs. So Jack Edwards is back into the attack now for the Sydney Sixers, and I think the correct time to bring him back into the attack because Sixers are searching for continuous wickets. "43 runs needed to win from the last 6 overs. Jimmy Overton is back on strike. So Jack Edwards coming over the wicket to Overton. Over the wicket to Overton. That's a full delivery. Overton drives it down the ground to mid-off. Dot ball to start. 43 from 35. Overton is a good batter. He is a capable big hitter of the ball. The Chennai Super Kings retained him in the IPL 2026. Chennai Super Kings retained him for the IPL 2026 season. That is because they recognized his potential. Really good batter. And that's too wide outside the off stump, given as a wide by the umpire. So Jack Edwards has to reload that one again. The second ball of the over coming up. That's full, and Overton goes over mid-off. That goes 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. Nice and full from Jack Edwards. Jimmy Overton clearing mid-off beautifully. That'll release some pressure for the Adelaide strikers. Oh, inside edge there. Very lucky to miss the stumps. Overton will pick up another single. And an overthrows as well, but they won't get the overthrows. Just a single for Overton. Harry Nielsen is back on strike. Adelaide strikers have a filthy middle order, to be honest. They need to correct that if they want to do well throughout the season. You cannot... they might get over the line in this match. But imagine if the required run rate was big now. Harry Nielsen, I don't know whether he's a recognized batter or not. And then you have Hassan Ali to come after this. So the middle order is kind of filthy. Adelaide strikers have to do something about that. Even if they get over the line in this match. Fourth ball of the over coming up. Harry Nielsen on strike. Gives himself room, looks to cut it away, misses it. A dot ball from Jack Edwards. Jack Edwards into his last over, last 2 balls of his spell. Even a target of 160 is being made to look tough here. But I think Adelaide strikers might get over the line now. Required run rate 6.94. The shot is pulled in the air and taken at short fine leg. One-handed catch. And another one goes. Jack Edwards strikes. That's why they brought him into the attack. They wanted to pick up another breakthrough. Harry Nielsen looking to clear short fine leg. And what a one-handed stunner that is. The Adelaide strikers continue to crumble. They've lost their sixth one now. It's a race between the runs versus wickets at the moment. Now that is what I was talking about actually. Adelaide strikers, their middle order is kind of filthy. With this middle order, I am afraid they might struggle in this tournament. You need some proper recognized batters, recognized finishers in the middle order, and I'm not sure whether Adelaide strikers have those recognized batters. Harry Nielsen is out for a 3-ball duck, and Adelaide strikers are 123 for 6 after 14.5 overs. So Luke Wood is the new batter to the crease. One more delivery left in this over. So last ball of the over coming up. And that's full this time. Luke Wood drives it down the ground. It's another dot ball to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Harry Nielsen. And Adelaide strikers are 123 for 6 after 15 overs. So 5 overs left, 37 needed for the Adelaide strikers. Jafar Chauhan is back into the attack. This is good captaincy from Moises Henriques. Recognizes that this is the time to keep taking wickets and build pressure. Here's Chauhan. Quicker delivery. Jimmy Overton punches it towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to start the over. It's now or never in this game for the Sydney Sixers. There's only 36 needed from 29 balls. The required run rate is very tough to contain. They need to keep taking wickets. Luke Wood is back on strike. I think they could have sent in Hassan Ali ahead of Luke Wood, given that Hassan Ali can play some big shots. Hassan Ali has some big shots in him. But although it's a hit or miss actually, as far as Hassan Ali is concerned, he will look for the big shots. There is a chance of getting out. There is a chance of hitting a 6. Kind of a lottery. Second ball of the over coming up. And Luke Wood cuts it in the air. One bounce to point. Good fielding at point. Another dot ball here. I think this game is going down to the wire at the moment. The way the things are going. Just thinking, if Sydney Sixers can get the wicket of Jimmy Overton, if they can do that, suddenly Adelaide strikers will be under a lot of pressure. Quicker delivery again, driven back to the bowler by Luke Wood. Still can't get off the mark. Another dot ball and the gap is increasing now. 36 from 27. And that is because Adelaide strikers have lost so many wickets at the wrong time. It's pulled away this time by Luke Wood. What a shot that is, in the gap for 4. Luke Wood gets off the mark with a boundary. And a precious boundary for the strikers. Every run counts at this stage. What a shot that is. This time short and wide. He's gone for the cut. It's an outside edge. Past third man. Running away. It won't reach the boundary. They'll push for 2. They have pushed for 3. And they pick up 3 runs. So Luke Wood is getting some priceless runs here for the Adelaide strikers. Now down to 29 from 25. Making it easier for Overton at the other end. One more delivery left in this over. Now Overton is on strike for the last ball. What does he do? Take the single, keep the strike. Last ball of the over. That's exactly what he does. It's on the pads. Jimmy Overton flicks it away. Picks up another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over. And Adelaide strikers are 132 for 6 after 16 overs. So still Hassan Ali, Henry Thornton and Lloyd Pope left to come for batting. Hassan Ali has the capability of clearing the boundary. Ben Dwarshuis now is back into the attack into his last over. Jimmy Overton will be on strike. That's a slow ball. Overton flicks it away leg side. It's going to push for 2, I think. No, they are not. Just a single to start the over. So now Luke Wood is back on strike. .27 needed from 23 balls now. Luke Wood found the boundary against Jafar Chauhan. Can he do the same against Dwarshuis? Goes for the drive there. Not able to make connection. Another dot ball from Dwarshuis. It's flicked away leg side. It's going towards deep mid wicket. They're going to push for 2, I think. And that's good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Luke Wood. Now 25 needed from 21 balls. Sydney Sixers need another wicket here. Hendricks is calling someone, trying to set the field. Slow ball driven straight to covers. Another dot ball from Dwarshuis. Still some pressure here. 25 needed from 20. It looks easy, but Adelaide strikers have less batters remaining. That is what makes this chase very interesting. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Slow ball, it's cut away by Luke Wood towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Jimmy Overton is back on strike. Just 4 runs from this over. Good over from Dwarshuis. Can he finish it well? Overton has the capability of playing the big shots. You feel that he has to be the man to win it for the strikers from here. So Moises Enriquez having a discussion with Ben Dwarshuis there. So last ball of the over coming up. Jimmy Overton is on strike. That's short and that's pulled away by Overton. One bounce for that timely boundary for the strikers. A boundary to finish that over. Too short from Dwarshuis and punished by Overton to the fence. 8 runs came from that over and Adelaide strikers are 140 for 6 after 17 overs. So 3 overs left, 20 needed for the Adelaide strikers. Jafar Chauhan now into his last over. That's a full delivery. Luke Wood drives it down the ground to long off and picks up another single to start the over. Gives the strike back to Jimmy Overton, who is batting on 22 from just 13 balls with 2 boundaries and 1 6 at a strike rate of 169.23. Can he take the strikers over the line? It's on the pads. Overton gently flicks it away and picks up another single. Sensible batting, I guess. That's all you need to do at this stage. Jafar Chauhan is bowling out. It's been good captaincy from Enriquez today, but unfortunately not enough runs on the board for the Sydney Sixers. That's an outside edge. It goes past the keeper, goes past third man. They'll push for 2 here. And they'll get it. Another couple of runs. Oh, in fact, they've even pushed for 3. So 3 runs completed by Luke Wood, and now the equation is down to a runner ball for the Adelaide strikers. 15 runs needed from 15 balls now. One boundary here and there. Adelaide strikers will be over the line. Don't lose 10 wickets. That's all you need to do if you are the chasing team at this stage. Jimmy Overton is back on strike. It's tossed up. It's flicked away again by Overton. More runs. They'll push for 2 again. That's good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Jimmy Overton and Adelaide strikers, and now under a runner ball the equation. 13 needed from 14. Very tough for the Sixers to win from here. Unless they pick up a hat-trick or 4 wickets or something like that. A miracle is needed for sure. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Sensible batting, flicked away again by Overton towards mid-wicket and completes the single. 12 from 13 now. Luke Wood is back on strike. What a partnership this is turning out to be. Last ball of the over. That's short this time. It's pulled away by Luke Wood towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. Good over for the strikers. 9 runs came from that over, and Adelaide strikers are 149 for 6 after 18 overs. What an innings this has been from Luke Wood. 15 from just 12 balls. He is providing good support to Jimmy Overton. Just 11 needed from the last 2 overs for the Adelaide Strikers. Jimmy Overton 26 from 16 balls with 2 boundaries and 1 6. Luke Wood has only hit 1 boundary, but he has run the singles and doubles really well. He even converted that double 2 runs to 3 runs in the previous over. That's very good batting. Here's Mitchell Perry now into his last over, and Luke Wood gets an inside edge to the keeper and will pick up another single. And the 150 comes up for the Adelaide Strikers with that single. 150 comes up in 18.1 overs and just 10 more runs needed from the last 11 balls. Jimmy Overton is back on strike. Second ball of the over coming up. That's a full delivery. Overton drives it back to the bowler. Dot ball from Mitchell Perry. If you take it down to the last over, anything can happen. Now again down to a runner ball, the equation. 10 runs needed from 10 balls. Oh, he moves across his stumps, picks it up leg side. Oh, good effort at deep mid wicket. But it's gone through the fielder into the fence and has done the match for Adelaide Strikers. Now the equation down to 6 from 9 balls. A really good effort. There was a catching opportunity at deep mid wicket, but it's gone through him into the boundary for 4. The 4th ball of the over, and it's driven. It's gone off the outer half of the bat straight to point. A dot ball here from Mitchell Perry. What a time to bowl a dot ball. Overton goes in the air, down to long off, taken! What a time to get a wicket here! It's Mitchell Perry who provides the breakthrough for Sydney Sixers. 7th wicket goes down, just 6 runs needed for victory. For the Adelaide Strikers, I think Overton was looking to finish it with 1 hit. He's played a good knock, but he has holed out at long off. And what a time to get a wicket for the Sydney Sixers. Is this game still alive or what? Jimmy Overton is walking back. It was there in the slot to be hit, but Overton hit it too flat, straight into the hands of long off. Adelaide Strikers. What is happening? Mitchell Perry picks up the wicket. Jimmy Overton is out after a good knock of 30 from 20 balls, and Adelaide Strikers are 154 for 7 after 18.5 overs. The new batter to the crease for the Adelaide Strikers is Hassan Ali. Very much capable of playing the big shots. A kind of a hit or miss batter. Last ball of the over coming up. And that's a full delivery. Hassan Ali hits it down the ground to long on and gets off the mark with a single to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Jimmy Overton. And Adelaide Strikers are 155 for 7 after 19 overs. So 5 runs needed to win from the last over for the Adelaide Strikers. It's gone down to the last over. Anything can happen. This is such a crazy game actually. Just a few minutes back, you saw a smile on Chris Lynn's face when Overton hit that boundary. And that smile turned into frown immediately when Overton holed out at long off. And now anybody's game. Hayden Kerr is going to be bowling the last over. Hayden Kerr is going to be bowling the last over for the Sydney Sixers. The strikers need 5 runs to win. Hassan Ali can finish it with 1 hit. He is capable of doing that. One big hit finishes it. Here's Hayden Kerr. Hassan Ali on strike. Last over. Oh, he gives himself room. Pulls it in the air. Now is there any fielder running backwards? Can't get there. Ball lands safely. And they're pushing for 3 here. Chance of run out. Big time. They're appealing for the run out. They're pushing for 3 there. The umpires are going upstairs. Everything happening now in this game. A run out will make it more interesting here. Has he made his ground? Oh, I think he has made his ground there. When the bails are coming off, he's in. Luke Wood is in. He's made it. Luke Wood has made it. That's good running. Excellent running. He has made it. He's inside. He's inside the crease. So it will be not out. 3 runs it is to start the over. And that is what I was saying actually. Hassan Ali is kind of a hit or miss. He was looking for the big shot there. Looking to finish it with 1 hit. Somehow the ball landed safely. And now just 2 more runs needed for victory. 3 runs to start that over. Very valuable runs. Luke Wood is on strike. 2 needed from 5. Can Luke Wood finish it off? That's full. He's gone over the top. It lands safely. They're going to push for 2 for sure. And that is it. The Adelaide Strikers are on the board in this tournament. Couple of runs completed by Luke Wood, and Adelaide Strikers huffed and puffed and they get over the line eventually in the last over, and they pick up their first win in the Men's Big Bash League 2025-26. And I think the Adelaide Strikers deserved it because of an amazing bowling performance from them. They pulled things back and restricted Sydney Sixers to 159 for 9, which was never going to be enough. The Adelaide Strikers, though, their middle order is kind of a little filthy. It doesn't look that strong, and maybe that is why the game dragged so much. Otherwise, the Adelaide Strikers could have easily won it with 1 or 2 overs to spare. But credit to the Sydney Sixers as well for fighting it out. They didn't give up. But in the end, it's the Adelaide Strikers. They were always ahead in the game, and eventually they've gotten over the line today. Good partnership between Liam Scott and Alex Ross, 34 from 25. That was the highest partnership. And then Jimmy Overton and Luke Wood, that partnership of 31 also helped the Adelaide Strikers chase it down. Liam Scott top scored with 51 from 32 balls. Jimmy Overton played a vital knock of 30 from 20 balls. And then Luke Wood, with his running between the wickets, he hit only 1 boundary in his innings. But he still scored 18 not out from 14 balls. And it helped Adelaide Strikers get over the line against the Sydney Sixers today. So unfortunately for the Sydney Sixers, they have suffered back-to-back losses at the start of this tournament. They need to do something about their batting. I was actually very shocked. Lachlan Shaw performed really well for the Sydney Sixers in the previous match. Why would you drop him? I don't know why they dropped him in today's match. He should have played. They are sacrificing a batter there by dropping Lachlan Shaw. And I don't know what kind of an experimentation that was from Sydney Sixers, but it clearly backfired for them. And unfortunately for the Sydney Sixers, though, I think they are too much dependent on Jack Edwards down the order to save them every single time. Even in the previous match against the Perth Scorchers, Sydney Sixers were 41 for 4. And again, Jack Edwards and Lachlan Shaw had to rescue them from that position and get them to 113 in 11 over match. And even today also, if you see, Jack Edwards had to rescue them down the order. Too much dependence on only one batter will not help the team. Team needs to perform collectively, And I think that is where the Sydney Sixers have to look back and reflect upon the things. But Adelaide Strikers, even they have to reflect upon certain things. Yes, they have gotten over the line in this game, but with an unstable middle order, it will be tough for the Adelaide Strikers to sustain throughout the tournament, because men's Big Bash is a long tournament. You need to be able to sustain throughout the tournament if you want to win that trophy. So Adelaide Strikers also have to have some reflecting to do, but at least they can feel happy that they are on the board. And the Adelaide Strikers, they win this match by 3 wickets against the Sydney Sixers at the SCG cricket ground. So we'll be back again to cover the future matches in the Men's Big Bash League 2025-26. So until then, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys, cheers and have a good day.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.